about to do an oil change on this ZX6R. Got my filter here, and this filter fits almost all my Kawasaki's, which is weird. And then this is the oil I'm using. For all metric motorcycles, that oil works in all of my Ninjas too. Before I get started here, I just wanted to show you what I'm using. I'm going to compare the old filter with this one, make sure that it fits before I put oil in it. So let's get started. I got my bike up on this stand, so I don't know if it's the same for you. I would imagine not. These bikes only hold like 2.8 quarts. So that's almost 3 for all you math magicians out there. The fucking filter is hidden in here, which, what a dumb place for a filter. Let me take this off and show. Totally hidden. Boom, sideways, and it has some kind of like plastic piece there. I don't know if that's, I don't know where the oil is supposed to go. It looks like it just dumps out and leaks down your engine. So that's fucking great. Could not get that off for shit. Like, I tried and tried with my hand. I could not get it. What I ended up doing is taking a pry bar. I just happen to have this one laying here. It's a little big. I'll fucking put it up here like so on that bolt head, grabbed, and see it's turning. That's what I did to loosen it. So I ended up cracking this plastic piece here. I just snapped it off because I don't know what the fuck that's doing. That way I could get in there and do what I just did with that pry bar. I don't know any other way without making a huge mess. I didn't puncture the filter, and this bike was actually leaning the other way. So hopefully it didn't end up too messy. But yeah, that's what I did to loosen that. One thing that sucks about wearing a GoPro on your head is you can't ever tell if people can see or not. I'm just gonna use a jug with a fucking empty milk jug and that fucking funnel. Your drain is right here. I put a 16 on there. It didn't fit very well. It didn't fit at all. The 17 fits, but it's loose. There's actually quite a bit of play there. So I wouldn't want to say it's standard. I mean, everything in this bike should be metric, but yeah, the 17 doesn't have a really good feel. 16 wouldn't fit. I was able to break this loose. Be careful, because this is not a good fit. I need a rag. When I'm changing oil, I don't like using a brand new fancy rag. I like using an old piece of shit rag. And I had one earlier, but it's fucking gone. Oh, there it is. So I am just gonna unscrew this bitch by hand and hold this funnel. That's kind of hard to do, I guess, but I don't know what else to do. If you drop that funnel, you're fucked. You could cut your jug open if you wanted, I don't know. Now the guy I got this from said he just put fucking regular ass oil in there, like car oil, 1040. I don't recommend using car oil. I mean, it's flat. It's not formulated for wet clutches and all that shit, you know what I mean? So I think you're just asking for trouble when you go that route. Oh, look at that. Boom. The oil's clean as fuck though. Don't even have no color to it. This case before, remember if you watched any of the previous videos, it was ground to where it had a hole in it. so all the oil leaked out. So when it was on the side, a bunch of oil leaked out. So now I'm getting rid of this. I did not warm this bike up. I don't want to run this shit in there. Since we're putting Amsoil in there, I'm gonna get rid of it. So while that's draining, let's pop this loose. I did lean the bike the other way. I was hoping, man, that motherfucker's still on there. I would advise you not to crank the shit out of this neither. Man, that fucker is on there. Get my pry bar here. I'm bending the filter, but it's junk anyway. You don't want to break this tab, but since it's all bolted together, I don't think that'll be an issue, but who knows. I am worried when I pull this, oil's gonna leak out of there, and I don't know where that's supposed to go. Quick note here, it's pretty cool. This oil pan is running downhill. This is definitely the lowest part. How clean that oil was in there. The bike's leaning forward. This is all running down. You can rest assured every ounce of that oil is getting out of there. So I think that's totally a plus. I'm about to pull this filter off. Motherfucker. There is some dirt and shit down in there. I'm gonna take this air and blow any of that dust out of there. There's like a hose up here. There's a bunch of shit that could be dripping dirt down when we're trying to put this new filter in. I don't want any of that fucking with me. Getting some dirt in my seal or just even dropping dirt in here at all. And that, oh, and I got oil running out. Fucking bitch. That pisses me off. What a stupid fucking place to put a filter. Pop this out. It's dripping, but not bad. I could live with that. Pretty much caught it all before it went down in that case. That's awesome. That's why you want your rag with you at all times. Fuck yeah, caught it all. That makes me happy. So I'll wipe the rest of the residue out of there and then prep my new filter. So this was a genuine Kawasaki filter, which is cool. Let's compare it with the Amsoil filter real quick. Just to make sure. Yes, yes. Before I throw this puppy on, let's see the mileage on this thing. $11,080 and the oil light is on. That's sweet. I'm going to take my silver Sharpie here. I'm gonna write 11080. Boom. That is the mileage. And the date is 1/22 of 22. I like to pre-soak my filter, and if you have a brain, you will too. One of the biggest mistakes I see so many fucking people do is just take their oil filter and screw it on. That shit is dry. Oil's gonna come in there. It's gonna take forever to soak into the filter. And this is a sick looking filter. It's gonna fucking sit there and have to fill this and soak through and then come through. when you fire it up. So you definitely are gonna have a dry start issue. What I like to do is pour oil in here. And then turn it sideways and just let that shit soak in there. Sorry, drinking that. And you can tell when it's drinking because it's disappearing. Even though these filters are sideways, fill them with oil because you want the least time without oil going in there as possible. See how this filter's sideways? It drank all that. I pretty much filled that whole inside up. So I'm gonna give it some more. And I'm gonna fill it until I can hold it sideways. I might have went too much. You want to do it to where you can hold it sideways and put it on and oil's not gonna go everywhere. But you want to make sure this filter is loaded. Well, if you think I'm bullshitting on all this, let me know. And to me, that's good fucking advice, but maybe you don't feel that way. But we're not gonna have a dry filter neither, so let's go screw this bitch on. What the fuck? There it goes. Man, that's a stupid place to put a fucking filter. I don't understand. Doesn't seem like it's a bad filter. I would definitely run Kawasaki lubes over Yama lube or any of that shit. I think Yama lube's a fucking joke. I totally think that's just a way for them to fuck you, make you buy a new machine. If you have such superior oils out there, why the fuck would you run Yama lube? And if you think you're running something great and you're running Yama lube, then you, my friend, are a fucking moron. Make sure your sealing surface is nice and clean there. I know it's all straight and forward, it's a fucking oil change. But if you ain't doing the filter thing, you're a fucking moron. You ain't doing yourself no favors. Some of you motherfuckers feel like you gotta change oil every ride. It's fucking crazy the shit people do when they get a bike like this. I change the oil after every ride. That's the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard too. And I guarantee those are the same bastards that don't put no fucking oil in their filter. They put the filter in dry and they're changing it every fucking ride. So you're definitely fucking damaging the motor with all these dry starts. So yeah, I ain't trying to lead nobody astray or do anybody wrong. This is some straightforward shit. Just trying to drop some knowledge. I'm doing it and I'm filming it. So if you don't fucking like it, go fuck yourself. Like literally, go fuck yourself. You know, leave me a comment. I fucking like what you're doing, and I'll tell you in the comment, go fuck yourself. And you can come to my fucking face and I'll tell you right to your fucking face to go fuck yourself. So that's just the way I am. Ain't leading nobody astray, trying to be cool, trying to fucking show you some shit. Let's fill this with oil and we'll be done with that part. Let's fill this bitch up. I'm so anal, like I always wipe that surface first. I don't want to get no fucking dirt in there. Look at that, the fucking O-ring stayed there. I'm always, damn, that was dirty as fuck. I'm always cleanliness is fucking gonna save your motor, so I'm always about it when I'm dealing with these bikes. Dirt in this motor just means fucking trouble for everybody. I already saved the airbox. The airbox is fucking getting full of dirt. Motherfuckers just fucking don't give a shit. I'm pretty sure this oil change cost me about 30 bucks to 40 bucks, somewhere in there. Because I believe my price, dealer price, is maybe 9 bucks a quart. You got 3, so there's what, 38, some shit. And the filter was like 14 bucks. Everybody says Amsoil is all expensive, but that's a fucking lie. It's not. So you could be there all day trying to empty that out. What I do is when I'm done, I pour these bottles into an extra bottle and then make sure I'm getting every ounce of that shit. It is pricey, but it's cheap assurance for having a good running motor. I don't really like funnels neither, because funnels are just a way to get more fucking dirt in your oil. You've got to clean the shit out of the funnel. I'm totally OCD when it comes to that shit, so before I use a funnel, I'll take it in the goddamn kitchen and fucking rinse it all out all good, clean it out good before I use it. So they're calling for 2.8. And if it goes up to 10, which it does, so we want to leave the 2 and take it down. Should put us in the ballpark. Boom, that's that. So to show you what an anal prick does, done with my oil, I take the motherfucker and I fucking put it, and I have a little thing built here with some magnets, and I just fucking lay that shit up there, and boom. And I let that shit drain into one other one. I'll drain all those before I pitch it. That way I get every ounce of that fucking precious oil I paid for. So yeah, this one's got almost 1 in it. This one's got some left in it. I'll drain all these 3 back into this one and get every ounce. So yeah, that's what an anal prick does. Just thought I'd let you know.